Once upon a time, in a village, there lived a clever and mischievous boy named Rohan. He was always up to some prank or the other and loved playing tricks on people. Everyone in the village knew about his tricks, and no one could catch him. One day, the villagers were preparing for a big festival. They had invited people from the neighboring villages to celebrate together. The villagers had made delicious food, decorated their houses, and were eagerly waiting for the guests to arrive. Rohan saw this as the perfect opportunity to play a trick. He decided to dress up as a fortune teller and fool the villagers. He put on a long robe, a turban on his head, and carried a crystal ball with him. He went to the village square and started calling out to people. "Come one, come all. The great fortune teller is here to tell your future. Come and find out what fate has in store for you," he shouted. The villagers were curious and excited to know what the fortune teller had to say. They gathered around Rohan and asked him to tell their future. Rohan, being the trickster he was, told the villagers some random predictions that he made up on the spot. The villagers were amazed and believed every word he said. Rohan continued to make predictions, and soon, the villagers started giving him money and gifts for his services. Rohan was having a great time fooling everyone and getting rich at the same time. However, Rohan's luck ran out when a wise old man from the neighboring village came to the festival. He saw through Rohan's disguise and knew that he was just playing a trick on the villagers. The wise old man decided to teach Rohan a lesson. He went up to Rohan and said, "Oh great fortune teller, I have a challenge for you. If you can predict my future correctly, I will give you all the money I have. But if you fail, you must return all the money and gifts you have taken from these innocent villagers." Rohan, being overconfident, accepted the challenge. The wise old man then whispered in Rohan's ear, "You will not be able to predict my future because I am going to do something you cannot possibly predict." This did not shake Rohan. Instead, he pretended to be so sure and accepted the challenge. Rohan was stumped. He had never encountered such a challenge before. He tried to guess the wise old man's future, but failed miserably. The wise old man then revealed his true identity and scolded Rohan for playing tricks on innocent people. Rohan felt ashamed and returned all the money and gifts he had taken from the villagers. He apologized to everyone and promised to never play tricks on anyone again. The villagers forgave Rohan and were happy that he learned his lesson. The moral of the story is that it's never right to play tricks on others for personal gain. Always use your talents for good and never deceive or harm anyone. We, the Storytelling Cafe, appreciate you for standing with us. Please remember to like, share and subscribe if you haven't. Together, we make this home of stories a big family.